Hello everyone, thanks a lot for joining me again this week. My appreciation and my deepest gratitude for you guys who are watching and for those that are subscribed to this channel. Thank you very much. This week, welcome to our new edition of our weekly pre-market analysis. So we're going to do a detailed pre-market analysis as always. We'll start with the Euro USD and we start from the weekly time frame, then we drill down to the daily time frame. If you want to watch the monthly time frame, since it's the middle of the month, you can access the video that's on the link above. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into our analysis. We're going to start with the weekly chart for the Euro USD. Last week, we can remember that we talked about there being a breakout trade, and for a breakout to be confirmed, there has to be retesting of the previous zone as a support zone. So the price went and broke this 1.18476 zone, pulled back to retest it, and we're expecting that if this was sufficient retesting, since we don't consider the whole, we don't give just a figure as a resistance zone, we give a zone, we may consider that it has already retested and it was rejected. But to be more cautious, we can still anticipate that the price still has to retest this zone. So what we'll be waiting for in this coming week is that we'll be waiting for the price to form either a lower high or a higher high from this. So if the price closes below this level to form a lower high, we'll be expecting that it will come and actually do the retesting of this zone, upon which if the zone holds, we'll be expecting the movement to the upside. And if it doesn't hold as a support zone, we'll be expecting movement to the downside in this manner, in the manner that it will break this, retest it, and move to the downside. So in the event that this has already been the retest of this zone as a support zone, what we'll be expecting is that the price will close above this high, forming a higher high, then pull back, and then come and probably break this zone, retest it, and move to the upside. So these are the movements that I'm expecting on the weekly chart. So remember, it's just probably coming to retest this and then move up if it holds as a support zone, or move down if it doesn't hold as a support zone, or we can anticipate that this has already been retested and now we'll be expecting the price to move to the upside. Then we go on to the daily chart. The daily chart, I found it interesting when I was analyzing it. I wasn't really sure whether I'll be more confident taking the bullish or the bearish side. But however, let's go through it together. We have two bullish scenarios and one bearish scenario, right? The first bullish scenario, what we're expecting is that the price, since it has broken this zone and is now retesting it, we have assumed, it is assuming that this scenario is assuming that this level is already held as a support zone. So now we are in the movement to the upside. So we'll be expecting that the price is going to form a lower high here and then break this high, form another lower high, from where we will be confident to take bullish positions up to 1.23488 or beyond if we are that confident. So this is the first bullish scenario. Then the bearish scenario will be that the price, since the price has formed a lower high, so as you can see, this high is higher than this high, so which means the price has formed a lower high. So what we're expecting is that the price is now moving to the downside. If we have enough risk to reward ratio, we can try to squeeze out some profits from this movement that we'll be anticipating to the downside to come and retest this level again. So this is the bearish movement that we are expecting. So this bearish movement is backed by the fact that the price has formed a lower high. So the price formed from this lower high, formed a lower low, and now it has formed a lower high. So we're expecting the price to move to the downside up to 1.18515 zone. Right. So this is the bearish movement. Right. So upon retesting this zone now for the second time, assuming that this movement happens, what we'll be expecting now is, if this holds as a support zone, we'll be expecting that there will be a double bottom. And since we have a double bottom, we know that a double bottom is a reversal structure. So we can enter into bullish positions once we are satisfied that this is held as a support zone, and we hold our positions maybe up to 1.23488. If this zone doesn't hold as a support zone, we will expect it to break the 1.18515, retest it, forming a lower high in the process, from where we might be comfortable taking another bearish position and holding our price to the downside. So I had found this particular chart to be quite interesting and to be confusing. So I really tried to make sense out of it. So these are the scenarios that I'm expecting from this particular chart. All in all, I'll be expecting to profit from both the upside and the downside, but bearing in mind that the main trend is to the upside. So we don't want to trade against the trend. If we are trading against the trend, we are not increasing our risk to reward ratio. Our risk to reward ratio will be just minimal. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me. This has been a pleasure talking to you and sharing with you the analysis that I had prepared. So as always, keep your risk managed, grind the market with grit. Roy Machingura out.